Hello! Today is the first day of Invictus. Let me make sure I can hear myself. Oh boy, that's not going to be great. All right, well, you know what? I'm trying to do new things. This is the first time I've done a scheduled live stream, so it's a little different. We're going to get. Excuse me, just almost died there. I guess we're just going to get two intros for this stream. It is what it is. But bit by bit, we're getting a little better at the streaming thing. Audio is working consistently this time because I'm actually doing a private stream myself just to make sure all my settings work. But how is everybody doing? First day of Invictus, and we're starting off going with a bang. We got the got RSI Day. RSI is one of my favorite brands of ships. It's right up there with Crusader and Aegis. I like Aegis a lot. Origin, really cool brand. But let's take a look. We've got a couple trailers to watch. Oh no. This guy hasn't heard about Death of a Spaceman, I guess. Die to fight another day. I'm getting very much a live, die, repeat vibe. What was that? What was that movie called with Tom Cruise? Then we've got the Invictus launch week trailer. No, don't say that. Shoot. I even did my private stream to make sure that it was working. Can you really not hear me? Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. I'm a dum dum. All right, let's go back. Audio should be fixed now. I'm supposed to have the audio actually turned on for that audio source.
The endless night was still and cold and vast. Yet in that moonless winter sky, Unyielding they remained, tied to
Right, the
their
backgrounds
mast,
should be fixed now.
forever
It always
watching,
takes a minute for
always
chat to catch up
standing
with where I
by.
am in real life.
Neath crushing blows, they fought on in our name. They battled bravely through endless wars. Our redemption,
Good.
born of their
Good.
bloody sacrifice, so that we might meet again on distant shores.
Okay, so you're saying Helldiver. I've got my own take on this of what I think it reminds me of.
It matters not whether they prevailed. For them, the cost was greater than single victories. Side by side, unafraid to fail. Their courage a beacon to guide humanity. Together, we are one empire, united in purpose.
So I've watched this a couple times now. I've been looking for anything to kind of indicate a new ship that maybe we don't know about. I haven't seen anything. I'll have to take a slower look at it at some point. This is what I think it looks a lot like. The way we've got all these backlit characters and the high contrast shadows, it looks a lot like the Justice League Unlimited intro to me. Yeah, that's my childhood right there. Watching a lot of Justice League. All right. So we've got some other things to check out for the time being. And let's see, there shouldn't be this much delay going on with the stream. It should be a little less what's the word I'm looking for? There shouldn't be as much latency. It's set to normal. I can't change it without pausing things. I guess it is what it is. Oh well. So it's day one. We got RSI and Origin, Consolidated Outland, and Argo. Of these three, RSI is definitely one of the favorites. Probably tied with Origin on this list. Consolidated Outland doesn't have a ton of ships yet to really represent itself, so it's kind of a meh category. We've got the Apollo series on sale, the Zeus, which should be coming out later this year, and we've got the Nursa, which has been making waves. There's a lot of potential hidden in the Nursa because now you can put this into any other ship, and now you have a mobile respawn point. So pretty powerful. The Polaris is going to be the belle of the ball today. We've got at least the exterior to look at. RSI has pretty widespread range of ships. As we're starting to get more of these larger and newer ships, we're seeing that RSI as a design is being more defined, and that's one of the things that I really enjoy. Also wanted to take a quick peek at the progress tracker. Here we go, release view, that's what I wanted. After 3.23, we've got 4.0 in theory. So it should be pretty interesting. This should be coming out with Pyro too. Additional player customization. I think we're going to see this card for a long time on each patch. They're just going to keep adding more faces and geometry to play with. The locations is where 4.0 gets really exciting. This is supposed to be our introduction to static server meshing, and with that, we, the players, actually get to go to Pyro. So that is a pretty big deal. We got Pyro 2, Monarch's Bloom. Not all of these have cool names, but the jump points, those are in game now, but they'll actually be functional. And then the colonialist style outpost, we saw a little bit of that in the playtest that they did at last Citizen Con. Space stations, these are pretty big space stations, so there's a lot of gameplay potential there, depending on how they opt to use it. AI, we're supposed to be getting our cows. So we've got cat dog things, we've got birds, and now we'll have our blue milk supply. Gameplay features, fire hazards, engineering, life support, and solar burst. We saw solar burst again in the playtest. I don't know if that means that it's going to be copy paste the exact same thing or if it's going to have tweaks. From what I saw, it was pretty annoying to play with in the playtest. So they probably have done some work on it. Engineering, we are getting our first foray with 3.23, but there is still a lot to go before it's a full-fledged feature. Zeus Mark II ES. So I know that they talked about having because I just finished watching Star Citizen Live. They talked about having the LS and the CR. And so the MR is supposed to be coming shortly after. Multi-tool updates, adding additional functionality to the multi-tool, including cutting and consumption of batteries for operation. That'll be kind of interesting because right now it's very well. I mean, you have batteries, but they don't mean anything. They just they never run out. So it's like the Energizer Bunny. Adding functionality to the multi-tool to allow draining and charging power to objects. Okay, so you could use it as like a battery pack, I guess. That'd be pretty cool. Fire extinguisher. I hope you can see it incoming instead of being a giant flashbang. Yeah, like you would get kind of a warning, like solar event inbound. I can't remember exactly what it said. I remember seeing that a lot in people's streams, but then it happens and it's just kind of it is instantaneous when it does occur, and you're just blinded. And plus, all the planets getting auroras after a solar flare would be pretty cool. Oh yeah, Aurora Borealis. Is that something that they've talked about doing? That would be pretty dope. Transit system refactor. So from what I understand, they're not going to change a lot of stuff with the transit system. It's still going to be like you get on a bus or train or whatever, but they just need to make it so that when you're crossing server boundaries that it doesn't delete your character. So just making it work with server meshing, just like it says here. Mission system refactor, reworking the mission system for server meshing compatibility. Yes, right now, during the server meshing playtest, they showed that if you had a mission, you would lose it when you went to the new location. Need those missions to persist if they're going to be playable with server meshing in place. And then server meshing V1, the initial implementation of server meshing, enabling multiple servers per shard. This is what's going to make it so that we can have much higher player counts. It should, in theory, fix a lot of the server bottlenecks that we have. So having 30 FPS servers should be more consistent. At least that's the hope. I think it's necessary to have all kinds of solar weather in this game. Okay. Not sure I'm quite understanding. The screen just turned into a giant bright haze. I think it's necessary to have all kinds of solar. But help me understand that. Are you advocating for more solar-based weather, or are you saying that the solar flares are necessary for solar weather? I think I'm getting a little bit lost in the translation from your thoughts to chat. And I finally updated to the new RSI launcher, which for some reason doesn't have an icon that I can. Oh, nope, it's over here. All right, cool. I'll just slot that into where it goes. Just more space-based events. Yeah. So in reality, right, most of space is empty. Not a lot going on. But for a video game, that's not very good design. So I'm hoping that with these solar flares that they do start adding more environmental hazards into these large empty spaces that we have in the game, because otherwise there's not a lot that you're interacting with when you're just flying around in space. The pyro solar flares need to be slightly, yeah, you can't have them going all the time. It's good for, I think it was a good rate for the playtest, just so that everybody got a chance to experience. But when we're getting to a point where that's actually live, we do want that to be toned down quite a bit. I'll someone tell Bethesda. Well, I would hope that these evidences that these learning experiences were self-evident to Bethesda, but it seems like they keep making the same mistakes. So, you know, who knows? Some people will never learn. The part that really kills me though about Starfield was you have a lot more planets, but there's nothing going on in any of them. And you can say the same thing for Star Citizen at the moment because you have the outpost that you fly to, you have caves, and until we really have a plethora of fauna to interact with, there's not a lot going on there either. But it's still, well, I mean, and we use this excuse for everything. It's still an alpha, right? So it's expected that it's going to be not done. Oh shoot. Did all right. I switched to the new launcher and I deleted all of my deleted everything. I guess. I have a bad habit of doing that. So I guess we are going to run through this real quick. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, problem is I went to systems multiple light years away and all the same copy-paste animals were found there. The same style outposts and same places I've done before. Yeah. That really kind of kills it, doesn't it? Because you wouldn't expect to find the exact same thing everywhere you go. Certainly with big spaces in between, like you should expect to see different stuff. I mean, different cultures, different art styles. I mean, that's kind of the hairstyle I've got, but I don't leave it disconnected in the back, and it's a bit too long. I did get a haircut since the last time I did a stream. It was getting too long in the back. My head was constantly sweaty. I didn't like it. this, it could have just given us 20 planets with variety and it would have been better than what we got. It's the old adage, right? Less is more. Sometimes that's extremely true. That's close enough. Let's just stick with that. And no facial hair, unfortunately, because I cannot grow it myself yet. I mentioned this last time on stream too. Like, I'm still holding out hope. We'll get there. Pull it out a little bit. Yeah, I don't need makeup. All right, we're gonna call this good. Skip the tutorial. We don't need that. Oh, shoot. Where is it at ArcCorp this year? Need to quickly Google this. I think it's at ArcCorp. Yeah, okay. All right. Does that mean that I want to set my spawn to area 18? I'm gonna do Orson because Orson has better stores, and then we'll just hop over to ArcCorp. That's not a bad decision. Microtech puts you way the freak out there, so that's too far. I don't want to have to make that trip. With the short foray we had into 3.23 before this, I had all my stuff at New Babbage, but I wasn't going and using it because I just didn't want to make that trip. So this will be better. Orson's not a bad distance. Well, this is pulling up. I've been working on a project recently. This is it's a modification for the wireless mouse kit that Bamboo Labs offers. And what it does is it makes it so that your mouse is a Roomba. So you can drive this around on your desk. Still have flexible buttons. And you've got a middle click. So I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's kind of quirky. Is it practical? Absolutely not. But it's fun. Another fun thing they need to put in game is planets and moons in actual orbits. Yeah, Ray's Guide was talking about that recently, and I think it's right on the money. Having that stuff in game dramatically affects the way that the game plays, and it adds a lot of the simulation that we're kind of looking for to the universe. So someday the trip from MT to Crusader is shorter at sometimes and longer. Yeah. What one can only hope. That would make things a lot more dynamic and feel a lot more alive. I know it's a learning period, but I still am doing the hold F and then clicking all the time. Just because I've been trained to do that with the inner thought bit system. But when I do remember to just hit F, it's so good. I love having the mini map.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Let's see. Let's grab. I think my very last play session, I lost my Artemex set.
Last call for
But now
passengers.
it's back
The
because
shuttle is
we're in a
preparing to
new
depart.
patch. We're just going to keep working on conquering our gear fear. Eventually, I won't care about losing this stuff at all. I really wish they had just gone for the full wipe. Maybe they'll still do that after Invictus. Backpack.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Let's just go for what we use.
Last call for passengers.
Sir.
The shuttle is preparing to depart.
That's fine. Utility.
The next shuttle is
Need a-
approaching the station.
These. These. Let's dash one of those.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Alright. Now we'll go grab some ammo. Okay, we need to change some settings. I'm gonna get so tired of those hints. I know how to play. And let's turn that off too. Oh, nope, wrong one. It's this one over here. Okay, S71 ammo. Where you at? is. I gotta get med pens from the hospital. I wish I could run as much as my character does and not feel like I'm to do that. I'd have
Hi.
to run
Thanks for coming in.
consistently. I don't think we're gonna do that anymore.
The terminal over there has a few more items than what's on display.
Oh, good. Thank you for letting me know. Just put it under. They just bought a bunch. They should be here, right? Is it,
Hi. Good to have you back. I think you're going to be happy with that.
Oh, you bought a bunch of stuff yesterday. Yeah, well, no, I understand that part. That's why I'm rebuying everything. I think it's because I'm in the hospital. It's not showing up because I'm here. It's giving me the Orson General inventory. Again, now I'm out of the hospital. I'm looking in utility. Alright, something is broken because I just bought it today, a few minutes ago in the hospital. So I'm just gonna assume that it's not working too great, and we're just gonna continue.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Chat.
A friendly reminder to check for your personal belongings before and after all shuttle. The next shuttle is approaching the station.
That was a pretty smooth entrance. Usually it's a lot more jittery. I wonder what my server FPS is.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Let's give it a shot. saved off the user folder. That was not my best move. I had to reinstall the game because when you switch to the new launcher, it stores things slightly differently. So it wasn't recognizing the directory that I had the game saved in. I do not have a Retaliator, but I have seen Hybrid B Audio's video about it, and yes, it is looking very nice.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Missed your shuttle? Not a problem. Another shuttle will be along shortly. At Orison's Skyway shuttle service, more flights. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
DLSS is putting in work right now. Turning it on, it is so much smoother. Let's check something. One button. Do I have ship components that I bought a while ago? Would appear not. Let's see. I don't want to take forever doing all the trips around. So let's pull up Urkel. Close. Come on. There we go. This patch is the first time I had ship components actually carry between patches. That is great. I do not think it worked for me. Yeah, so the Taurus comes with the Bolon by default, and we can do better. We can do the XL1 pretty easily. And if XL1 comes where? What was that? Don't need it. Sometimes the items take a bit to load in. Okay. I can try it again. Okay, yeah, we can get the XL1 at Cousin Crow's. Oh, were you talking about the, you're probably talking about the med pens. Okay, I was dumb. I didn't realize that there was all this previous and next button. Okay, can I sort by ship components? Systems. Ah, okay. All right. So I don't actually have to go buy it. The components did actually transfer. That's fantastic. That means I just need to go call in my ship and install it.
Attention all crew for Starliner LK2-TYP-8. Please report to AT-11. LK2-TYP-8.
Oh, found the next setting we need to fix. We gotta turn motion blur off yesterday. These
Did you enjoy the
things, turn
stunning
that off
wonder of
too.
Crusader's very own gentle giants, Stormwells? Then why not taste my very own soft and lovely, thinly Stormwell flesh? Available throughout the terminals.
Turn on film grain. I don't like film grain. No motion blur. No, thank you.
Ready to shift your perspective from the ordinary to the ready to reset your expectations.
As part of our ongoing Crusader Cares program,
There we go.
to improve
That's
the
better.
lives of everyone in the Empire, Crusader Industries will be donating 10% of all spaceport food sales to help stamp out
No
hunger.
more motion blur.
Together, we're making a
Welcome
difference.
to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. To the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay, so I'm going to deliver the Taurus and
Vehicles. Your vehicle has. Please visit us again.
I'll deliver the F7A just because I have a new livery
Please
that I
visit us
want to
again. Goodbye.
install on that
Welcome.
one, so I don't want to forget
To the
while I'm
ASOP Vehicle
here.
Retrieval System.
Forgot I had the iron scale. Oof, looks good. But this is the one that I've been waiting to see. Look at that. This is only available for the F7A, so I haven't been able to use it because I had the F7C up until a couple days ago. So let's do that. And then let's make sure we've got the right stuff on
Goodbye. Welcome. Welcome
this
to the
guy.
ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle
I don't
Retrieval
even care
System.
about the power of the F7A, I just like the
Your
looks of it.
vehicle has been
It is a
delivered. Follow
good
please
looking
visit us
little
again.
ship. I like it.
Goodbye.
It is very nice. Very nice. Okay. Putting the XL1 on, that's all you really need for the Taurus. It's a great ship otherwise.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the follow. Please visit us
Hangar
again.
9. That sounded like someone jumped next to me. What do you think of my ship, guy? Alright, so that setting that I changed before, if you're a veteran player, you'll probably want to use this. I did not know about it until someone in chat told me. But if you've been playing the game for a while, you know where the docking collar, hatch, cargo bay, elevator, you know where all that stuff is. You don't need the game to constantly tell you that. So you can turn it off. Sometimes. Shoot. I just broke it for myself. Dang it! Okay, I'm gonna probably have to relog in order to fix that. But you still have to do the long hold F and click for a lot of stuff. Like this door, it's kind of just outside my reach, so I can't do the cool version where you just hit F one time. Got our Prince Purple Rain ambient lighting going on because the ship's low. Oh no, I deleted all my keybinds too. No good. I think I saved those on my desktop though. I think I'm okay on that part. No. Shoot. Dang it. Alright, we're gonna do a crash course on setting keybinds, I guess. Light ready. Definitely need to have that one set. Where is it? It's gonna be under flight power, right? That one. Set this one. Not Z-axis roll. It's just X. Gotta not throw the stick apart, I guess. And then roll. This is Z-axis rotation. Just make sure it's the right stick. Got your first ad? Woo! Getting that YouTube money. Did you not get an ad at any point last time? That's kind of interesting. I don't feel like most of my keybinds were working last time anyway, so that I was gonna have to do this anyways. I guess it kind of makes sense. Landing system. That. West landing. We do that one. Cycle master mode. Okay, alright, help me out here. What I would like to do is I would like, so there's flight mode, or there's nav mode, and then there's SCM mode. But there's more modes than just that. Because you have missile operator mode, you still have mining mode, and you have flight mode where your quantum drive is off. I want to be able to cycle to that easily, because right now I have to like reach up and hit the middle click. And I need to also set these. I think I'm going to set this to one of the index buttons, because I feel like this is one that you want to have easy access to. And I'm going to set it to toggle because I don't want to have to exert constant muscle pressure in order to stay in that mode. I want it to be just on-off. Gravity compensation. What is it? I don't know what these ones are. Jump drive, question. Not important yet. Set this to the other index button because this is one that I found that I was using quite a bit too. Need those. Did I already set this? Why is this? Wait, no, it was precision mode. Now you have precision targeting. I'll play with that later. I don't need to read it. didn't take me as long as I thought it would. So that's good. I don't know which of these even still work now. I'll play with these next time, because with SCM modes, I don't know that the operator modes are still the same. I think we're set for the basics then. I think. One thing I'm almost certain though is I'm still gonna have to fix the so that's good. Yep, we gotta fix the inversion settings. And what I do is I just change it on both sticks because it doesn't give you an intuitive way to know which one you're talking about. So, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to change this one. So I'm going to change that. And then I also need to change up, down. Where's up, down? So change it there. And here. Just change it in both places. Keep things easy. I like to have it so that my strafe up is twisting down. I feel like this is a stronger wrist movement than this, and so I use that more, and so I have it set to the stronger movement. And the middle button should be a retract landing here. It is. Back is correct. Oof.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Huh. That is a new icon for cruise control. It's not the box anymore. Is that for just this ship, or is that for all ships? And while we are flying away, let's send our course to our corp. Oh, these are Lagrange points. Okay. Cool. Says we are up to 2 viewers now. I hope people are enjoying their own time playing through Invictus Week. This should be a hold. Alright, that's working. Sweet. And this should be my free look. It is. minor detail, but I like that we are now measuring things in gigameters instead of millions of kilometers. I'm actually working on a video for the near future talking about all the units that appear in Star Citizen. And for most of my viewers, not in the US, it's probably going to be very remedial. I'm going to try and make it fun so that everybody can appreciate it, but the US is one of the only countries that does still use the Imperial system. And that's where a lot of the confusion regarding these units comes from. So... But I think it's really cool. The metric system is great. You have so many things that are interconnected. When you understand how those units tie together, you can go from one to the other, and you can go from talking about work, power, energy, force. You know, it's all just this like continuous line where the units make a lot more sense. You can still do the same calculations in the Imperial system, but it's not nearly as intuitive. And I'm not as much a fan. Anytime I have the choice, I prefer to use the metric system on my engineering homework, but I can still get by doing English units. Yeah, gigameters, so much better than millions of kilometers. Now we've got megameters as well. It just looks so much cleaner too.
75%.
10, 9.5 gigameters. It's so much better than the 9 million kilometers it would have shown before. And this XL1 drive is kicking some butt. This is so much faster than the last time you were streaming. And we should be able to see the further LOD for the planet. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Oh, okay. So there is still a bit of a pop in. I'm looking forward to the point where you can just see them the whole time. It works a lot better with a lot of the more local points. Like when we were jumping to Bajini in the last stream, you see Bajini from the ground and you don't see it phase in and out of existence as you're trying to get up to it. Okay, my character's head is very shaky. What's causing that? What setting do I need to disable?
Auto drive is now on.
So that's what's that called? Or did I have it backwards? I think that one's Bajini. What's the one over Microtech then?
Auto drive is now off.
Or Tressler, I think it is. I had it backwards. Ooh. Alright, we gotta fix that too. I don't like that. Gotta fix that inversion setting. Oh, and cruise control is still on. Let's shut that off. Ooh. It's messing with my head. Inversion settings. Light movement. Roll. Much better. Oh shoot, do I have my throttle set to absolute? That's another setting I wish we didn't have. Throttle forward back. No. We're good. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think it is. Maybe I could have just turned. Someone's targeting me. I'll just get down to the surface. It's not a big deal right now. Okay, where are those guide lights? Probably where this white chevron is. Just turn off the speed limiter. I'm always just hitting it to the maximum anyways. It's not nearly as necessary with SCM modes.
Warning. Leaving safe zone.
And then when you put your landing gear out, it makes you stay so much slower anyways.
Leaving safe zone.
Interesting tidbit, the Cutlass Steel now has more HP than your Connie. That's gotta be a bug though, right? I mean, the Cutlass is teeny tiny compared to the Connie. Oh, that was not a good landing. That's even worse. Goodness. This is my first time playing the game, so...
Take off. Complete. Engines off.
That's the next setting we gotta shut off. No music. Thank you. They super buffed it. So that's intentional then. They want the Cutlass Steel to have more hit points than a Connie. I mean, I guess because it's a dropship or it's a close air support deal. I can see giving it more HP than comparably sized ships, but 30k hull and 30k nose. So 60k overall, right?
Area 18 metropolitan area. We hope you have
But But you know what? The Steel is such a bad ship. Maybe it just needs whatever help it
Welcome
can get
to
to
the
be
ASOP vehicle retrieval
somewhat
system.
viable.
Please visit us again.
Right. There's flyby at some point.
Obey all security and customs
But the
personnel
Valkyrie stayed
at
at
all
10k
times.
hull.
Their job is your safety.
Hey, Portino! Wait, what? I was gonna say the next flyby. When's it gonna be? Come back! Show me the thing! Okay. Invictus schedule. It's not showing the time! You're useless to me!
Trap now approaching.
Someone must have pulled out their med gun. Or they're,
Trap now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
it's not letting me do that. Oh, you can do it. Ah. They're gonna have to fix that. They don't want us terrorizing the locals, right? Oh, that reminds me, that's the next one I need to change. Why, oh why did they make crouch or prone on control? I hate that. Here's a question. Is there such thing as software out there that just unifies your keybinds across all games? It's like, you don't have to worry about changing keybinds all the time in consoles, and that's
Now arriving.
one quality of life thing that I think is pretty nice. But if there was just a way to set a universal keybind for every game that I play, that'd be sweet. So let's fix that while I'm thinking about it. Keybinds.
Trap now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors. Keep conversations and mobiglass to a reasonable level. And share space with other travelers. Remember, we're all taking this journey together.
Much better. All right. Here we are at the, is this the Bevic Convention Center?
Invictus is a celebration of the men and women who are about to ship off to begin their training. Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, but also gives our active service members much needed recreational leave. Be sure to thank a starman today.
Similar stuff that we've seen each year. So Invictus Fleet Week, for any uninitiated that happen to be watching this stream at some point, it's in real life it's a way to showcase all of the military focused ships that are on offer in the game. In lore, it's kind of like Memorial Day. It's a way to celebrate the accomplishments of the Invictus fleet, which is an actual entity within the game. You also have Flight Squadron 999. There's going to be a bunch of F8s on display. This is a video of the 2 over here. It's set up very much like an auto show, which, I mean, that's basically what this is, just spaceships instead of cars. If everybody was flying airplanes in the real world, it'd be something similar to that idea.
Launch Week not only provides an opportunity to celebrate our recent graduates, but also gives our active service members much needed preparation.
Alright, I'm ready. Sign me up. Where's the form? Where's the person that's supposed to sit here? I want to be recruited. Oof. There's the new Polaris. And this is not the biggest ship in the game. That's still the... Well, I was going to say Idris, but the Javelin is significantly bigger than that. None of those ships are available for players to fly at the moment. You can kind of cheat your way into flying a Javelin and an Idris. But this is the largest player-flyable ship that will be, or it will be when it comes out. That's what I'm trying to say. We've got the Constellation series. So over here you have the Aquila. And I harp on this every time I see it, but we've already seen the front canopy for the typical Constellation. The thing that's special about the Aquila is it has a burst canopy, which is quite the accomplishment. See, it's got these bars that seemingly are just there to obstruct your view. They get closer together in the middle of your viewport. So yeah, it's right there on your crosshair. Polaris landing gear is bigger than most ships. Yeah, man. I mean, you could probably fit an Aurora in the extra space that the Polaris wants. Let's get a closer look at this thing. It's 242 meters, I think, is what I was reading online. If I'm remembering the numbers correctly. It's definitely a very, very big ship. Also, Aquila Top Turret is supposed to have 2 dedicated scanning radars. Yeah, that is another thing that makes it different, but until scanning is actually in the game, it's not something that makes it useful. So functionally, right now, I think the biggest difference is just that it has the worst canopy design. Which there is an argument to be made that you're not supposed to have every ship be good. So maybe that's what they're going for with the Aquila. This is a big ship. Just keeps going, going. What I can do to kind of show the top, I can get in the pilot seat with one of these. It's tall enough and big enough that you can't just get your camera on top of it. You have to do some trickery to get an okay camera shot. Polaris. I've seen some people kind of harping on the way that the Polaris looks. I think it looks pretty good. It's not quite as angular as some of the other newer RSI ships. I think that's a potential, right? But I like it. I don't think it's bad. Gosh, we really need better cameras. I did the best I can, guys. That's your look at the Polaris. It's a very big ship. It'll be a lot more interesting when we can actually do something with it. Still a Dorito. Yeah, I think it fits the RSI family. It's just not quite as sharp as some of the other ships are. It's got a little bit more of a sleek and curvy look to the Dorito shape. I still think it's good. Get some drainage in there. Massive ship. Look out. I'm gonna use this for a thumbnail at some point. Yeah, I like your helmet. Okay, the other ship that we have to check out while we're here is, of course, the Phoenix. Phoenix is it's truly the most unique constellation out of the series. I just got... Did I get it the wrong one? Yeah, we're good. Okay. So the Phoenix is a, quote, luxury style ship, transport. I say quote because I don't think it's as successful as a lot of the Origin ships. This kind of reminds me of a luxury RV where, yeah, it's got niceties that other RVs won't have, but it's still an RV, and so it's not the same as having a luxury home. But you can see we've got some nice kind of gray walnut on the floor. This still doesn't do anything. It's supposed to open up the hot tub here. Shield generator there, looks like. It's kind of comfy. I think I've ever noticed that. Yeah, we're having some problems with the textures sliding into each other. Here's your master bed. And it does have a privacy window. Oh, don't worry, I'm getting to that schlag. That is also the detail I hate the most as well. We'll get there. A little further, we've got one of the guest rooms. A lot more cozy. And this is the atrocity that Schlag is talking about in the chat. Look at this. This is terrible. Why are we treating the marble like this? The colors don't look good together. The strange pattern is terrible. Ugh. I do not like this border. It's not good. But you do have a full bar back here. And it is nice that it comes with nourishment for your character. Of course, in the back, we've got a little bit of cargo space. This is the one that people bug me the most about making sure we do a recreation of it in our redesign series. And I think it's a good opportunity to fix a lot of things that I hate about the Phoenix. But it's also hard to stay motivated at the same time because I really don't like the Phoenix. I'm not a fan. But if we come over here, we've got an F8 on display. This doesn't look like the 999 Squadron version. It's missing its reddish paint. That's kind of interesting. Wonder why that's the case. Here we've got the Consolidated Outland, some of the Origin ships, and Argo. So over here with the Origin, we've got part of the 100 series, which is a very good starter. Very comparable to its counterparts in the other brands, but more of a luxury focus. And you do have at least enough room for some box missions. I will not make the mistake of saying that you should do box missions. I got chewed out about that last year, I think. But box missions tend to be pretty buggy, so those people did have a good reason for calling me out. I've got the 300 series, which is a very close comparison to the Avenger Titan. So a half step up from the starter ship category. Got some hitching going on. Hopefully it fixes itself.
Invictus might
or not.
Just
fall through again. No biggie.
By operating in a variety of hostile atmospheres.
Try that again.
Our Pathfinder units are eager to get their hands on these new moves.
You need to take some Tums. I am dying with heartburn right now.
The UEE Navy
much better.
and Origin Jump Works
I wish
might
all
not
medications
support
worked as quickly as Tums does. That'd be good. That'd be good. If I had a genie, that would be one of my three wishes.
For many of the naval interception and reconnaissance units.
Much more of a luxurious interior than the Avenger Titan, but the commodities that it has are quite similar. You've got your bed. Over here, you've got the little mini bathroom. No shower, but it's also just a smaller ship. It's kind of like living in the luxury van. If the Phoenix was the luxury RV, this is the van style. But I really like it. I especially like the ceiling window.
But also gives our active service members much needed recreational leave. Be sure to thank Starman's name.
And this one comes with a very similar armament. So we've got the Gatling on the front, just like on the Avenger. We've got laser repeaters on the sides. Over here we've got everybody's favorite meme ships, which I'm kind of surprised to see them included in Invictus Fleet Week, because these are not necessarily military related. You could make the argument that the military needs forklifts too, but being that that's what these are much more of a industry focused little small ship as opposed to being strictly military. So it's just kind of an odd pick in my opinion. And then we've got the Argo SRV. This is a space tow truck. This was great for doing bounties not in the right way. Basically, when salvaging first came out, you would just grab the ship and take it out of its salvage zone, and then that would recognize the whole ship as having been salvaged. This was a good way to speedrun missions by not doing them correctly. This is a good ship for the C2 since C2 doesn't have a tractor beam. Are there any plans to give the C2 a tractor beam? Because with Crusader being more of a higher-end ship brand, I can't imagine it not having a tractor beam. That actually seems kind of strange now that I think about it. And the MPUV personnel is used to help transfer between ships and fleets. Yeah, I mean that's the sales pitch for this thing. It's not a drop ship, but it is a personnel transport. I still think from the perspective of saying that this is a military ship, I don't think that's a very strong argument, because that's like saying a Ford Fleet van is a military ship. Like, just because you could find it on a carrier and you know, some military units may wish to use it, that doesn't make it a military ship. It's still, I think, very utility. But it's here. People can try it if they want. Over here we've got two of the Mustang models, or is it two of the same Mustang models? It looks like they're the same. Also used to pick up escape pods like the ones found in the Idris and 890J. Oh, like kind of on the underside, is that what you're saying? And the Idris has a bay built specifically for it. I mean, I know, but that's still like saying that a forklift is a military vessel. Like, the military uses forklifts, sure, but that doesn't mean that a forklift is a military piece of equipment. I think I will go ahead and rent this one. Oh, I am for sure going to do the Idris tour. I have not actually been able to be inside an Idris at all yet. So I am very much looking forward to doing that. Very excited. Okay, where the heck is this rent button? Oh, they have terminals somewhere, right? I'll just use the terminal. That's going to be easier. Let's go to the other side of the hall. What's on the other side? Oh, okay. The smaller R-size ships. And you know what's weird? There's no hologram for the Galaxy. What's up with that? We got the Zeus MR, the Origin G12A, and the RSI Perseus on display. Where's the Galaxy hologram? I am getting some bad frame itching. CIG servers have got to be sweating right now. This is another free fly event, so you know that they are just getting dumped on with new players. Which is both a good and a bad thing. Until we have really good server stability, I think there's the fear in everyone's mind that it will scare players away. But the ones that stay, new capital for the game, right? Gotta crack that 1 billion mark someday. Okay, so we've got another F8 on display, but it's not the 999 version. And for the Idris tour, I'm gonna have to jump up to Bajini, right? So here we've got the combat-oriented Aurora flavor. So it's got more missiles and slightly better armament than its other counterparts. And it comes in olive green, which that makes something a military vehicle. If you make it army green, I won't fight you. Oh, by the way, one of the most useful things I've ever printed is this halberd style back scratcher. Oh man, that feels so good.
Has been there since the very first Invictus, and looks forward to working closely.
Alright, so that's your combat Aurora. The RSI Mantis with the chocolate bar guns. I love the look of these things. And cannons are supposed to be pretty good right now, so I might have to kit my Scorpius out with these. But the RSI Mantis is it's one of the only interdictor ships right now. It's not the only one that's been announced, but it's the only one that we have. There we go. And this is the first RSI ship that had what I refer to as the new RSI design language. We've got this beautiful canopy, very wide unobstructed view, or minimal obstructions. You still have these bars here, but they're not in the way. It's a very nice canopy design. And its hat trick is that it has a quantum interdiction device. So the middle will open up, do some red special effects, and you can rip people out of quantum and prevent them from being able to leave. It's a very cool ship. But it's definitely not something that you want to be in on your own. This is the kind of ship that you need to have support from other larger vessels, because this is not the world. And whatever you pull out of quantum is probably going to be able to outgun you. So this is not something that you can just run missions solo.
Might not seem like the most obvious
It's a support ship.
but their dynamic innovation, pushing the limits of speed, provides the background for many
Alright, Schlag.
naval interception and reconnaissance.
I can see the points that you're making on the Argo ships, but there is no way to defend the Lynx as a combat vehicle. I mean, this is a luxury Jeep. Yes, using the quantum entanglement device, that your top priority to eliminate. You're the only thing holding your target there, so they are gunning for you first. The other Ursa models, I think, are a bit more justifiable. Well, your officers need luxury. You know what? Good point. I'll give you that one. I won't fight you there. I like the Ursas. I think they're fun. They're really fun to drive. And this is our newest addition to the family. Just like how your Connie Phoenix exists. Yes! Why is that one here? Get it out! I don't want to see it anyways. I hate the Phoenix. This is the newest addition to the lineup. This is the Nursa. So this is the medical Ursa, and one of the departures that they mentioned is it does not have the top up and down door. It has just a down gate for the ramp. But this is going to be everybody's mobile spawn point in the near future. Well, I don't think either of them should be here. Not the Phoenix or the Lynx. Neither of them are military focused. Get them out of here.
Capitalizing on a relationship that's been cemented over centuries.
And over here we've got the Scorpius Antares and the Scorpius base model. The Scorpius base model is the good one. The Antares is the bad one. The Antares is a... it also has a quantum damper device. Notice that I said damper, not dampener. We're not making our quantum fields wet. We're just disabling them. So It has a quantum damper device that will prevent ships from leaving, but it's not to the same level where it
Fighters
pulls
like
ships
the
out of
Hornets
the
and
quantum.
Gladiators have become synonymous with
Unfortunately for your passenger, that's just a point-and-click thing. It's very binary. It's either on or off. It needs some love for that gameplay's fun. Oh, it does let the co-pilot fire missiles? That makes it a little better. Quantum suppressor. Alright. I'll take it. I much prefer the base Scorpius. This one has 4 size 3s for your co-pilot, and it now has 4 size 3s for the pilot as well, with the new changes to gimbals. That's the word. Very cool ship. I don't have to worry about renting that one because, of course, I own it. Quantum Lasso. Let's just avoid saying anything close to damper or dampener. Is that what you're getting at? Last but not least, we're going to head downstairs to the hologram room. Which there's still time before I get down there for them to surprise me and slip that galaxy hologram in. Hey, my guy, you don't need to stand right in front of the light. That's not good for your eyes. Quantum Caltrop? What even is that? Now you're using words I've never heard before. Oh, that's what those are called? They're road spikes. That is a very specific vocabulary word you just pulled out. If it was Microtech, I'd say he was sunbathing. Yeah. So here's another very specific vocabulary word. Throbber is the name of the loading icon. It's like whenever you've got that spinning circle, that's called a throbber. See, that's my issue. I've never played any of the Diablo games. We've got a brief recounting of the history of the Empire. I think, okay, right, we were having a bit of a texture issue there. You can find this online. It's not that interesting. And there's no ground vehicles on display down here. Interesting. Here's the Origin G12. Man, really bad frame hitching. This is the missile version. I definitely want to get one of these. It's a little smaller than the Ursa line, better protected than the Tumbril Cyclone series. I think it's a real good in-between, and it looks like a remote-controlled car. Not a fan of the G12? Origin military rover. But it's nice. At least it has missiles where the Argo ships don't have any real armament. Here we've got the Perseus. The Perseus is the gunship version of the Polaris, basically. The Polaris is a torpedo launcher. This focuses on main gun firepower. So I believe those are 7s on top of the turret, and it's got more on the bottom. Additional smaller turrets dotted throughout the design. Of the two, I think I lean more towards the Perseus in preference. But I am concerned about the placement of some of these turrets. I think they're very poorly positioned to be a real defensive option. But I think it'll be fun to see this just launching off big lobs of plasma at enemy ships. If it doesn't have a whip antenna, don't want it. So, if we add a thin little mast and a little orange flag at the top, that'll change your mind. Look, it's got a little whip antenna. You gotta take it back now. Look at this. What is that, my friend? If not a whip antenna. And then over here we've got the Zeus. Uh-huh. Eat those words, Schlag. Now you have to get yourself a G12. You have to add that to your fleet. And every time you drive it, you'll remember how you were wrong about the whip antenna. So this is the Zeus MR. This is the one that I purchased. So this is also a EMP device and a quantum. Okay, I know it says dampener on the screen, but they're wrong. It's a quantum damper, and I'm gonna keep fighting this until we change it across the community. Yeah, use tractor beams to lob Colossus bombs at cap ships. Is that how the Polaris is supposed to work? No, you're talking about. You've got to be talking about like the little Argo thing, because that's the tractor beam. You could just launch torpedoes from Polaris. Okay, what is this over here? I think the texture setting. Oh, okay, there it goes. Under the command of Admiral Bishop, the Second Fleet is engaged in a valiant war against the merciless Vandal. These monstrous aliens have dedicated themselves to eradicating all of humanity. Okay, so here's my opinion on why we're at war with the Vandal. Whenever I'm flying around and I'm just idly flying towards who knows where, I cannot help but just launch bullets off randomly into space. And from a game performance perspective, those get culled after 2.5 seconds of flight. For most projectiles, that's as long as they'll last. But in the real world, right, that bullet would just keep on going until all of its energy dissipated somehow. I think we probably hit something really important. I think that there was a bunch of humans flying around in space, and we might have killed their prime minister for the Vandal, and then they're like, who's doing this? And they see it's us, and so that's why they want to take us out. That's my theory. A game theory. Where's the terminal for renting stuff? I need to do that before I take off here. I'm not super worried about it. Don't know if terminals are up until Drake Day. Yeah, I think that's the truth. It's okay. I'm pretty sure I've flown all of those ships in past streams anyway, so there's not much point in just recreating content again. Thank you, sir, for bringing me the elevator. But we are for sure going to fly some RSI ships tonight.
Stop by our friends and family booth to get a better understanding of what they have to look forward to in Naples. We salute those taking their first step to their new life in the UEE Navy.
This takes me...
Tram now approaching.
I think our next stop is going to be to go up to Bajini, see if we can't catch that Idris tour. Okay, we can go now, dude.
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
I'll be glad to get away from the convention center because I'm sure that that's contributing to the frame gaps that I'm seeing. Okay, so I've found the billboards, but they're not actually showing the time. Don't be on it when it wants to leave port, you'll be tossed into jail. Good to know. Because it used to be that, yeah, you just look at the billboard and it would tell you when and where it's going to be. But when I've been looking at it lately, it doesn't show the actual time. I wonder if it's tied to... Oh, and it says coming soon for the Navy Idris tour. Maybe it is not up yet. But it should still be showing the time for the Polaris flyby.
It takes all of us working together.
That's what I'm guessing
to keep
too.
our ports
We gotta
safe
wait till
and
Aegis
secure.
Day
Be vigilant
to be able to see
and
the
report possible threats every
Idris.
Welcome to
Idris
the
on
ASOP
Aegis.
vehicle retrieval system.
Let's see. Let's pull out the Scorpius.
Your
And we can
vehicle
take
has
on a
been
mission.
delivered.
Please be
Okay.
aware that while in the Stanton system and on our core, all UEE common laws are still in effect.
Now the big defect with the Scorpius is it only has one ladder. And the problem with that is if you want to get your friend into the ship, one of you is waiting for the other before you're actually able to get into the ship. So, like, everything that you're seeing right now, we have to wait until the canopy is completely closed before my co-pilot can join me in the ship. now they can hit the button. It's got a simple fix. All you gotta do is add another ladder to the other side, let the animations run concurrently, and then it would be significantly better. But that is a big quality of life downgrade caused by
Enjoy the ride.
that interaction.
System check.
So I really hope they reconsider
You are
that.
clear to look.
Also from SCL, they mentioned they will announce a new Drake concept ship on Drake Day. And Jared seemed very excited by it. Jared being excited about a Drake ship is
Takeoff complete.
uncharacteristic of him. So it must be pretty cool. Anyone who doesn't know, the Scorpions just had their minds blown by that transformation. Yeah, this is our in-game X-Wing. This ship is so cool. It's fairly maneuverable for its class. The Caterpillar. The Cat Max. Could be. Though I hope they're not just adding another cargo ship. With it being Invictus Fleet Week, it's probably going to be a military-esque ship, military adjacent. You could make the argument, though, that all Drake ships are military adjacent. Except the Drake Herald. That thing is... Unless you use it as a single-use missile. All right. Let's pick up a mission. Gotta take on Call to Arms, of course. And more bounties than they have bounty hunters. Because Drake wasn't invited to Invictus, so they were angry and made their own Drake Defense Con. True, at the same city as the Invictus event, just to annoy the UEE. Which, I love that gumption. Good on them. Okay, guess we'll just take this one. We gotta set a route to them. So I need to make sure that I'm actually tracking it. There we go. That's why they just sell their entire lineup of ships. Yep. Oh, I didn't notice this before. It actually gives you an estimate of how long it's going to take to make the jump. That's pretty cool.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now
Fix another keybind. decoupled mode. So we're going to do that, and then G-Safe is going to be the other one. There we go. Notice the hours spot on the timer now? I know. It makes me nervous.
Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
We'll need to really be worried, though, when they add a days counter, though, right?
Auto drive is now
That's how you know
on.
it's really.
Auto drive is now off. Auto drive is now on.
The other thing that I'm having to relearn is my engagement distances. It used to be that without SCM mode, you could have everything turned on and just fly in super until you get to like the 10K mark, and then I'd slow down. Now I'm finding that I want to switch into gun mode when I'm in 10K. Before I get there, I need to set a way to target these guys. Alright. Vehicles. Targeting. Where is it? Shoot, now I don't know what any of these settings mean. Auto targeting, I think that's just where you can like kind of just hold over a target and it'll just aim at that one. Let's just do this. Okay, I would like to exit this menu, please. There we go. Oh, this is going to be a ground bounty, huh?
Shields damaged.
Those sound effects are new, aren't they? I don't remember those. Just gotta stay low. Hopefully the next mission it will let me do will be a
Engines are off.
will be a proper ship bounty. But now I'm very glad I got my S-71 kitted out. Oof, look at that beautiful gun. And we've got that new shader for the holographic sight. looks really good. There's this YouTuber, maybe you've heard of him, Odd Job Entertainment. He did a video recently where he talks about holographic and red dot sight technology. Really interesting stuff. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And let's see, Alt H is to stow your helmet. So I don't want to hit that. Let's wipe your helmet. See, this would be a great time for that Ursa medevac, the Nursa. Because then you could just bring it right up to the base, park it out front, have your mobile spawn point. Alt X. Oh, that's nice. There's so many keybinds that I don't use enough, so it's hard to remember them. But they actually do make a pretty big difference. That's definitely one of them. Now we're inside, so we should stay here. There's my hit markers.
I want to see what the fuck is.
I'm gonna go take.
They turn off hit markers somehow.
Damn it! We need to find where they went.
Poke your head out.
Damn, they're gone. Let's find them.
Oh. Okay, he's creeping up on me. Someone's shooting at me. Where are they at? There we go. Oh my gosh! Reload! Why didn't he die? He died! I just want to look in the boxes. I know the Lumen's not like a meta gun by any stretch, but I still think it's kind of cool. So I'll snag it while it's here. About Alright, I've looted enough. I'll head back. Oh, here's a box. Oh, is that the sound of the box opening and closing? Weird. I don't remember them doing that before. So nice to see the AI trying to work. I mean, he almost had me there. He got me down to 73%. AI is definitely better this time around. Still not there, still needs a lot of work, but definitely better. Let's see. Did I turn off hit markers? Yeah, hit marker is enabled. I wonder if it's because I was using a silencer. You got this guy now. This should be a 5-round burst. Yeah. No, 3 rounds. Okay. That is a clean iron sight. I like that. Very nice. The iron sights in this patch are significantly improved from what they used to be. You can actually use them now. You don't have to feel like you need to always swap it out for proper optic. These are pretty. I don't take enough time to just kind of stop and smell the roses. Wait. I know there's supposed to be a way to change... Maybe that was it? There's supposed to be a way to change the default action. I wonder if I just did that. I'm gonna get out of the ship and test that theory. Let the door close, let the ladder go up. Okay, so see how it says open ladder? I don't want it to do that. Left alt tab. All right, Schlag, help me out here. How do you change the default action that pops up when you're just looking at something and you want to hit F? Because it was working before where it was just having me enter the pilot seat. It's not doing that anymore.
Engines on. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised. Shields damaged.
Oh no! Those turrets are so powerful. They almost got me there, guys. But they were no match for the world's best pilot, who forgets to save off all of their very important settings. Okay, what's that one? That's the velocity indicator. And I want to set that to always on. There we go. New impact sounds are nice. Not great yet, but I like them. I like having them. I think there's always going to be an element of preference for the specific sound, but I think it's... I really like them. I think they sound great. Global camera shake. Let's turn that off. That's the one that affects my my camera movements when I'm in third person. I don't want that on. Ooh, this one I do want on. G-force induced head bob. Oh, let's also test this. Oh, maybe you have to have something targeted to enter precision mode. I also like the new, it's separate from the, what's it called? Motion blur. It's not part of the motion blur setting. Like, if I hit the throttle and then hit boost, it throws your head back. Who is this?
Radar contact.
I don't think it's force reactions, because isn't force reaction when you get knocked down to the floor? This is something different.
Radar contact.
Okay, my targeting settings are not working the way that I thought they are, so let's take advantage of this quarry in front of me to fix them. Where's all the new, where's the targeting things that I'm used to? Target cycling? Okay, I think this is what I wanted. I want it to be... Let's do that. we'll do that. Let's see what this does. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's... I'm supposed to have precision mode in my ship, right? That is a thing. I'm not crazy. Automatic precision mode? Is that not what I want then? Let's get rid of that then. This is probably what I want. Ooh, there we go. All right. What are you, freelancer miss?
Shields damaged.
Holy cow, what the heck hit me? My shields are instantly gone.
Auto drive is now
Let's get out of there. I'm clearly not prepared yet. I also need to set countermeasures still too.
Auto drive is now off.
I do like that you can just rip yourself out of quantum just by changing SCM mode. Probably bearing laser cannons, huge damage. Yeah, but I mean, talk about excessive. Jeez. I was just kind of waiting for them to creep up on me so that I could get them in range, and then I'm just like, ugh. What is it? It's shields and countermeasures. Here we go. Okay, don't want to do that one. Noise, deploy. You want to do this one actually, but for increase. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's working. I need missiles as well. All right, guys, we don't need to keep doing that. I already did this. Let's do that. Cycle next missile type. Turn off auto land, I guess. Where'd that end up? Okay, seats and operator modes. All right, I think we're getting there with the keybinds. See, I'm gonna have to think about this because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different operator modes that are all part of a different master mode. So that's going to be a lot of things to consider. By the way, the meta are the mid damage and mid speed laser cannons. So does that mean that my what are the Kronig ones? Are those part of that meta then? Because I would love to use my chocolate bar cannons. I think those are the coolest looking things. Not that one. This one. Okay. Where's... We have one laser gatling now. Okay, so you're saying quarrelers are good. I want Kronig. Where are those? I must have passed it. Here we go. FL33s. Does HP make a big difference yet, though? Because I mean, you're still relying on hitting those, right? These guys. Let's just pull up a comparison of all the laser cannons. So the FL33s, which are my favorite in appearance, have an alpha damage of 121, speed 1800. But you're saying I want to go for the 1400 ones. HP matters a tiny bit. What matters more is not mixing speeds too much and multiple bit. Yeah. Oh, that's another one. I need to turn on the precision lines, I think is what it's called. I think I'll just set those to always on. I don't see a situation where I don't want those on. Low damage, high velocity. Yeah, that M5A 506 per shot. That is tough. Orler. Really, repeaters are kind of useless right now. Um, is it just because they're is it just because their alpha damage is too low? Let's grab some size 3s to make our comparison here. Amongst our PvP gurus, the consensus is the Omnis guys are best. So, I mean, you're getting similar DPS in theory with the laser repeaters. Yeah, but the alpha damage is significantly lower. Hmm. So the trade-off is you have to be more accurate with cannons. As long as you're accurate, then you're going to do pretty well. Laser repeaters have always been more forgiving because if you miss shots, it's not as big a deal. But the repeaters have more spreads of. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So you're going to be missing a lot more shots because of that, right? So in that case, let's go somewhere where I can buy some stuff. We'll get my Scorpius a bit better kitted out. I think I'm just going to go for the FL33s. Just because I really like the look of them. So the hard hit cannons just have less shots. So the spread fire is not nearly as much an impact. That's what I'm hearing from you, right? FL33s shoot faster and have more shots per capacitor. And see that sounds like a pretty good trade-off to what I know my skill level is. I'm not to a point where I'm great at aiming, so having more shots I think is going to be more forgiving for me. Okay, are all the shield sizes just the same? Yeah, they're all identical. Okay, so there's no point to changing my shields, right? Fields are homogenized. I think CIG wants to test weapons for now. Fair enough, I guess. All right. Well, in that case, let's. Man, Urkel, you are the best. I love you so much. I hope you know that. You're just beautiful. Her L5, her L4, and Port Olisar. But you haven't updated the name, so you still have Port Olisar. Come on, Urkel. Where's her L5? And her L4. Oh, it's right there. That's good. Let's go there. Let's go get my cannons. Oh, shoot. I didn't even think about that. I have some money. That is a excellent point, my friend. I do not have enough for that. Okay. Let's do another bounty mission then. I should be able to manage a MRT. Let's do this one. Come on. These interaction delays are killing me, man. Okay, I'm pretty confident I can't do an ERT. All right, well let's head to Bajini. My character is very thirsty at the moment.
Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off. Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
Now we got our keybinds fixed, so I don't have to, Ooh, is this the flyby? Heck yeah, we're right on time, guys! Hopefully. Saw fireworks. The players is here? Or is it leaving? Where's it at? I do not see it. Did we just miss it? Should be in one of these docked areas here. Sad day.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There we go. That's what it is.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete.
That was an interesting landing. I went skiing for a little bit there. It's okay though, I meant to do that. Alright, let's repair the ship, restock. Get the character some water.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Stow that for now.
Please visit us.
And I need to heal anyways, so I'm just gonna go that route. I'm just gonna go to the clinic and let that do the IV for me.
Got an accident inbound. It's a pretty big one, so team stand by.
Room 1.
Welcome to Kelto RX, where fast and reliable medical treatment is always what the doctor
If anyone
I'll
sees
try
a
and buy
patient
some
wearing
more.
blue pants, a red striped shirt, red and white hat, and glasses, would you please contact the front desk to let us know where you spotted them?
It's about being your best. Ask for
That's right here.
medical concerns got you worried? Get that stuff.
Get that intravenous burrito going. Just like Mom used to make.
Down in the South Hall. Bring the red bags.
Kelto RX, medicine isn't only about healing. It's about being your best. Ask your med tech
Did it
about
ever
optional
accept
medical
that
services.
contract? No, it did not. Cool.
Just a friendly reminder that you can
Um,
status just by being here, already taking important steps on the road to wellness.
Dr. Bolin, you're still wanted in recovery. Please, if anyone sees Dr. Bolin, let me know. Security, please come to storage room 3 right now. Security to storage room 3.
Let's try just LRT for now.
Thank you for visiting Kelton RX. Feel better, safe. Ready to get your care quicker? Use one of our
Second ad
convenient
popped up.
self-check-in terminals.
It's
and
money,
start
man.
now.
Getting that YouTube money.
Medical concerns got you worried?
I appreciate you guys when you sit through an ad. I know they're annoying, especially nowadays. I feel like ads are so often just wastes of time. But the ads make it so that I can do cool stuff in the future, so it means a lot to me.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit us again.
As we already know, I struggle to make good financial decisions, which is why I play Star Citizen. So you are helping fund my addiction. Yeah, I have it set to a lower ad count. It does let you really pump it up so that you can just have ads like every 8 minutes. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to annoy you guys that much. Alright, there's gotta be something online. I'll do this search off monitor just in case anything weird pops up, but change default action Star Citizen. Okay, found something from 9 years ago. That's not it. Let's have new interaction. Today was not a nice day at work for my shoulder. I've been recovering from an injury related to the cleanup project that we have going on at the house here. And so that brachial branch of the nerve going through my shoulder, it's just constantly getting aggravated. It's not happy with me at the moment. That was not actually that helpful. Am I looking at the wrong spot? Is that what's going on? Because I feel like it wasn't there before. I feel like I could look at it further back. What am I missing? Oh, head's down. How do you pin it as the favorite? Oh, and that put me in the gunner seats. That's not what I pilot seat. I'm gonna try another search. Okay. So we turn it off. F is good old interaction mode with the twist. Just pressing it while looking at an item will perform the default action. Double clicking will perform second default option. If you want to see all possible options, hold F plus right mouse button. The option isn't safe, so the game will annoy you. Rebind, quick keys, interaction, enter thought. Actions. Oh shoot, I didn't realize I was going to do that. I'm still trying to play with these menus to see what I'm supposed to be doing. That was not good. Not my best moment there, team. Myself. Okay. I think maybe I figured it out. Unfortunately, I think I may have just lost all of that kit. Unless it gave it back to me here. Which I could have done. Because I was in a safe zone. This way. It looks like it did give it all back to me. Well, hot dog! I didn't screw up entirely then. Okay, let's come back here. Hello, just came to drop by since I finished my graduation part and to leave this here. It's the duck! He's back with the ducks! Wills is going to be immortalized on this channel somehow as Duckman. I think I'm going to go change your Discord nickname. How was graduation? Is this college, high school, middle school, elementary school? They even do graduations for preschool now. Oh, someone must have killed my chowder guy. Or perhaps Wills actually did go to sleep, and he really just came here to leave more ducks in the chat. That doesn't look right. Getting some weird render bugs. What's going on? Where's that wind coming from?
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
No way it's from that thing. That's way too far away. I don't see where else it could be coming from, though. He's not dedicated enough to duck you in an hour. No, I missed it! Dang it! I got distracted by the wind noise. And I only need one of these.
Not a problem. Another shuttle will be
I don't know
along
why I
shortly.
have
At Orson
so many.
Skyway Shuttle Service, more flights means less worries.
"14 seconds. I can wait."
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
This will be a better spot to get bounties done anyways here around Crusader, because you can always jump to
Last call
the
for
bounty
passengers.
location, so we
The
can
shuttle
chain
is
these a
preparing
lot
to
better.
depart.
It's supposed to show the time. Can't wait for the pledge item recovery system. Yeah, no kidding. Pledge item recovery will be great. That'll be the way to really kill the gear fear for everybody, right? You have some way to get it back, besides just doing a character reset each time. I wonder if I bought any FL33s in the past.
If this is your stop,
I might
please
have some
prepare
of
to
them in
disembark.
stock, actually.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is
Probably
preparing
have
to
some
depart.
cannons of some kind.
Enjoying the view? Our recently redesigned Crusader Industries shuttlecraft feature expanded vista opportunities with their signature crystal canopies.
Libraries. Vehicle weapons. Got some light strike 2s. Those don't help me. I've got FL22s. Those don't help me either.
Missed your shuttle? Not a problem. Another shuttle will be along
All right.
shortly. At
I'll
Orison
have to do the
Skyway Shuttle
grind to get
Service,
the
more flights means less
chocolate bars
worries.
that I want.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Personal hangars, though, that's the biggest thing I'm waiting for.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is
That's going
preparing
to be a
depart.
huge change to the way we play.
Is approaching the station.
Actually be able to use ground vehicles more often because you can just pull them into your hangar instead of having to fly to 2 separate locations just to get your Jeep out. That was the big one that I was pretty bummed we didn't get in 3.23.0, but I hope they bring it in as soon, because that's a big quality of life thing. Salty Mike, I know his big thing was the cargo missions, but to me it's all about those personal hangars.
Genesis Starline. This ship utilizes award-winning manufacturing techniques and the highest quality parts to create one thing.
Welcome to the
Next
ASOP
generation
vehicle retrieval
passenger
system.
ship at a price to fit any budget. The Crusader Industries Genesis Starline. Space travel, as it was meant to be. Contact your Crusader Industries dealer to find out more.
Well, I'm going to play with the
Vehicles,
F7A.
your vehicle has been
I
delivered
want
to
to
the
see what it
following
looks
location.
like in the
Please visit us
in
again.
that new camo. Paint. Call it paints in this game. Finger 4. That's a beaut. I like it already. Secure catch before takeoff. Ensure clear. Okay, in the other menu, you just right click and then you can set it as the favorite. It doesn't work for this menu. I am getting frustrated. I want to have control over what my default actions are. So we take this one on. This one will give us access to the system.
Aerospace. All systems online.
Those are some good sounds, guys. Woo! I like that a lot. And this one has some Omniskies equipped on it by default, so this should be a better test of the weapons anyways.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Oh, those sounds are good. And look at those effects. It's not just an on-off, okay? Like, you have that little circle for the thruster cone right now. And it grows to fill the entire thruster cone. And you keep holding the button. And then it slowly shrinks back. It's a much more... It's much prettier. It feels more powerful. and switch to decoupled for a while. So by default, this guy comes with 2 Gatlings on it, which you can see on the wingtips there, and 4 cannons. So this is a very beefy loadout. Now we actually have enough ballistic ammo that you can actually get something done with your ballistics. It's been a while since I've wanted to have any kind of ballistics because you're just so limited in your ammo count. Guessing that this is on the side of the planet closest to me. I'm guessing this is on the side of the moon closest to me, because otherwise it'd be a lot further away. Atmosphere. I always love this effect. You don't see it all that often because you're not actually flying through atmosphere like that very often, but it's a really cool effect. This should be a fairly easy kill.
Shields hit. Target destroyed.
Woo! That was almost a crash. Those cannons are mean though. That's nice. I like that a lot. So now we should have access to some better missions here. Private property is nearby, so this should be a fast way to get to them. interactivity with the quantum travel system, I think will make it a lot more fun to play with.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
I really like this in the 7.
Quantum drive is now off. Okay.
There's enemies nearby, but those aren't the enemies. You guys should be over here.
Okay.
I'll give these guys some attention. I don't want them
Okay.
causing trouble for me later.
Okay.
You know what? No, there's a lot of things there. Where's my guy?
Shields, all systems offline. Weapon system destroyed. Weapon system power low. Engines power low. Okay.
That was cool. Come on, spawn me back in. Can we go 2 for 2? Does it let me keep my, my kit both times? Nope. It's gone. Sad day. Well, I think I'm just about ready to bring this to a close anyways. I am not rage quitting, but I have been going for almost 3.5 hours. There's one thing I wanted to show you guys before I got off. That is some of the footage that I've been building for a upcoming members exclusive. So I've got some time lapses to show off. We've been getting a lot of work done here around the house, and just want to make sure I put an undersuit on my character before I forget. Just something real basic. Here we go. So to catch you up, if you're new around here, I live in my grandparents' house. My grandpa was pretty big hoarder, and so he's got a lot of stuff around the home. And while I've been living here, part of my responsibilities have been to kind of clean up the house. So we've made a lot of progress on that front. And let's see, I think this is the one I'm looking for. Let me just make sure. All right, it is. So no audio, it's just a time-lapse video. No, what would be cool is if you wanted to get somewhere faster and for less fuel, if you chose to have that maintain stability control through QT, if you let it autopilot make it slower. And if it, yeah, that'd be cool. So all of what you're seeing here is stuff that was in the backyard. I've been working with a contracting company to help me out. It's too much for me to move personally on my own, so there's just a lot of stuff that we need help with. But yeah, this was all in the backyard. So pretty wild. There's just a ton of stuff that had to go. And then looks a lot better, you know? Big improvement. I think I've got another one to show off here. It's this one. Hold on. Not this one. Okay. All right. All right, this one. So we moved some more stuff into the backyard. So this is another angle, and this is showing a lot of the bikes that we had here. There's probably around 60 bikes on the property before we got started. So this is a lot of metallic items that need to go. We're taking these to salvage so that we can get a little bit of a return on them. But this company's been good to work with. They're doing a much better job of kind of sorting things before they take it, which I think it's a lot more efficient of a process. And at least I kind of know that there's some value being extracted from these instead of all of it just going to the dump. We did hire a company previously, and they took 6 U-Hauls worth of stuff away, but there's still a lot more to go at that point. Of my own efforts, I've probably taken away 4.5 tons of stuff. Actually, no, that was just for one day. I got a receipt that said that we had taken 4.5 tons of metal to the salvage yard. I've probably done an additional 5 tons of non-metallic stuff on top of that. And considering all the stuff that these guys have helped us with, we're probably over 30 tons of stuff that have been taken from the property so far. So just an absolutely unimaginable amount of stuff. But the house is looking significantly better. I'm really excited to get going on that member exclusive video. If you want to see that, it's available to all membership tiers, so you don't have to pay for the expensive ones. But I'm going to keep the more detailed breakdowns of the house cleanup. I am going to keep those as membership exclusives, just because it's a pretty personal area, and I don't feel like it needs to be like all over the internet. But for the people that are more invested into me as a person, I feel like that'd be a good way to kind of have us connect more. That is a lot of junk. Yeah, you're telling me. um, yeah, it's been wild to see the transformation of the house. The thing that I'm the most excited about has got to be the garage. I showed the garage on a previous stream, and when I first moved into this house, it was bad enough that I spent the first month. Well, before I moved in, I cleaned out the room that is over there, and I did some streams from that room. And then the first month, I got this room that I'm in now cleaned out, and then I moved into this room. And during that same month, I also cleared a path from the bedroom to the bathroom to the kitchen and to the front door. But there's still just so much stuff on all sides that it was pretty hard to even get around the house. Some years ago, I got my mom a Wusthof kitchen knife as I think it was a birthday gift. It was either a birthday or Christmas gift. But I wanted to make her a nice knife holder for it so that it wouldn't get left on the counter. I wanted it to have like a designated spot where you put the knife and then it's safe. And so I carved that out of a piece of cedar wood and embedded some magnets to hold it in place. The reason why I bring this up is I made that at this house. I used the tools that my grandpa had available in order to make that. And so I was using his table saw to cut the cedar plank down to size. And then I used some chisels to carve out the knife holding pattern. But when I was doing that, I was literally straddling a pile of milk cartons in order to gain access to the table saw. So not my brightest idea, definitely pretty dangerous. But now there's so much clear space in the garage that you can actually walk around. I can envision doing projects in there. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming from the channel soon because of this cleanup. It's going to enable me to do all kinds of stuff in the near future. I'm really excited. It's going to be great. But yeah, that is the membership video that I'm working on. So if you want to see that, you can always join. But no hard feelings if you don't. I totally get it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to cover. Oh, I am also working on a setup tour. Jeez, I'm glad nobody was hurt. Yeah, me too. I'm got all 10 fingers, so we're good. We made it, but yeah, it was a scary experience. Scarier though. Holy cow. We found a shotgun in the garage, and I don't think it was one that my grandpa purchased. I think he literally probably just found it on the side of the road somewhere. Now I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do with it, but it's missing its wood furniture. It's missing its firing pin. The barrel was sawn short. But we found it, and it was just stuffed into a locker. And so my buddy and I, who were doing inventory in the garage, were carefully taking it out. Because who knows what the mental status of my grandpa was when he put it there. It's not the best place to be storing a firearm, which already makes me think that he wasn't totally with it when he stashed it there. But thankfully, no firing pin. It wasn't loaded, so nobody got hurt there either. But that was probably the scariest thing that we found in the house. I still need to do some investigation into where it came from, how it got here. But yeah, that was an interesting day. Next video I'm going to be working on is going to be a setup tour. So just kind of going over computer hardware specs, show off some stuff that I've been doing in this bedroom. The desk that I'm at is a pretty cool project, and I can't believe I haven't made a video about this already. I made my own desk, and it's really cool. So that'll be part of the setup tour. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff to look forward to. So I'm excited for the future. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to cover tonight. I've had a good time. It was a fun stream. We're at 3.5 hours. I am getting tired, so I'm gonna cut it here. So like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Let me know what you think. And until next time, this is Odd Job Entertainment signing off.